Hi everyone, it's Lori from Enchanted Dreams 71 and welcome to my craft studio. I hope you are all happy, healthy, and blessed, and I want to thank you guys for coming over and showing my channel some support. I really do appreciate it. So today it is time for our hashtag Crazy Washi Wednesday 2026, and this is an open collaboration hosted by myself. And the whole premises behind this collaboration is to use up that washi tape. So at the end of every video, I will give you a project prompt for the next month. And you just have to use at least one piece of washi. These videos are pictures post on the first Wednesday of every month. And if you don't mind, if you do a YouTube video, I would appreciate it if you would please link my YouTube channel in your description box. So today is February 4th, and for today it is side over the page pocket. So we will go ahead and get into this. So I already have some made, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get some paper here, and we can just go ahead and affix them to the page. So I have one here, and this is over the page, and let's see, I've already got some papers here. This paper smells so good. This is from Emily at the Vintage Polka Dot Shop. Now, this one is made just to go over the top of the page. Then you can get you a paper clip, and you can clip it on there, on the top. Maybe my hand's not working very well today. There we go. And just clip it to the top. And then what you have is you have a pocket here, and you flip it over, and then you have a pocket there. So it's over the page, and it's a side pocket, right? So we have that one. So that one's ready. I'm going to go ahead and do this. So we'll have some pages ready for journals, right? Okay, this one right here is made out of scrapbook paper. And right here is my washi tape. And there's my washi tape on that side. So this just goes over the page like this. And what we're going to do is glue it here and here. It makes a pocket there. You turn this over, this flips out, and then you have a pocket there. So we will go ahead and get her glued down. Make sure we've got it on the page the way that we want it. Hope you're all doing well today. I think I'll push it down farther, actually. That way we can put a taller tag up in there. Yep, so I think right in there. So I'm going to kind of hold that down and then just grab my glue, and we're just going to go down through here and then across the bottom, and then we just turn that over. There we go. So now that one's ready, and of course you can decorate these more. So that one is ready. So that is another page that's ready. Okay, so on this one, this right here is my washi tape. You open it up, and I put washi tape here. And I see I forgot to cut that off at the top. Being out of sorts this morning. And this one's going to be like pretty much the same way, except for we're going to make this part like a side tuck. But we still have our pocket on it, because your pocket swings out here. So let's go ahead and get another sheet of paper. And these will be fun to already have these ready to go into your journals. Now this one I think I want here, and I want to put it further toward the bottom. So on this side it's going to be a tuck. So we're just going to go down each side here with our glue. Just across the bottom and across the top. And then we'll flip that over. Give those a good press. Give it just a minute to do its thing. Okay. So now we have a tuck spot there. And when you open up this page, you have this pocket here, top pocket, that flips out. So there is that one. And now I have this one. I think I want it on the pink colored. I think this is avocado dyed. A bit grungy avocado dyed. I love it. Now this pocket here is also made out of scrapbook paper. I may go around and ink the inside before we glue it down. But what this one's going to do is, just in case any of that white shows, is it's going to go over a page like this as well, right? So here we're going to have a tuck spot, but right here we're going to have a tuck spot back here. Grab a piece of paper. Back here, because we're only going to glue here and here. But you have a pocket on the top of it. Right here. This is a completely separate pocket. Just glued to the top of this. Over the page, right? And the way that it's going to go on there, it's not going to cross into your spine, and you can still get this out and then still tuck something behind, right? Isn't that cute? Now, this idea right here was not my idea. There's my washi tape. I had saw Gail a couple of days ago. She was just going through her kits that she had ready, and she's trying to get ready for an upcoming retreat. And she likes to share with us her process of getting journal things and all together. I could be, just resting this while I run my mouth. But anyway, she pulled out something in her stash that was actually made by someone else, and I don't remember who she said that someone else was. But I just went by, what I saw real quickly in her video. She said something about possibly doing a video on that, but I have not saw a video. I just looked at it, and this is kind of what it looked like. It just went over the page, and then glue here and here, and you have a tuck here and a pocket there on front, and then a tuck back there. So we will go ahead. I think I want it about right there. So on this side, we're just going to glue again across the top and across the bottom up to our page. Got it kind of in the middle there. So now we have the pocket here and the tuck underneath, and then we're going to turn it over and pretty much do the same thing on this side. I think I got the bottom sticking out a little bit too far, but that's okay. And then that right there. So then when we look at this page in our signature, right, we have a tuck here. You turn it over, we have a pocket here, and then a tuck back there. So that's super cute. So these are some pre-made pages, if I can speak here, ready to go in our journal. And I just realized on this one, I did not put any washi. So let's just use some of this, because this is more of a neutral theme there. Shame on me for not using washi, right? I mean, that's what the whole video is about. That's cute. Okay, and then on this side, I think I actually want to do some, I need to order some more of this gold polka dot. I love that. I mean, I wish it was more transparent, but I do love this washi. I use it more than I do anything else. Alright, so there's our washi on that one, and our washi on that one. So, there's 4 pre-made pages ready. So, I've got out some different things. So, I've got some scrapbook paper. I'm not sure whose kit this is, because it's some of my older kits where they've all been mixed together. So, for that, I apologize. I did print it. I'm not sure if you can tell that or not, but I printed it on linen paper that I had in my stash. And I believe it is older linen paper, both of these. Then we have this little scrap piece. We have this scrap of Tim Holtz we can use. And then I got out some other paper pads, scraps, pretty much, that we could probably use. And then, of course, some avocado dyed and coffee dyed paper. And I just noticed that one had a design on it. I didn't realize that. That's really pretty. So, I think first we will do, you guys see where my cruddy computer was. Like I said, I printed this forever ago, but that's my Epson. It still does that. And unfortunately, my HP, a piece of paper, I don't know if I've shared with that, papers got stuck in the bag where it fed too many through. I can't speak today, apparently. And I pulled it up, and it said something else, like there was a paper jam in it. So I watched a YouTube video and saw how to go underneath it and open it up and all that stuff, unplug it, plug it back up, and now nothing comes on my screen. The on button will come on, but nothing comes on my screen, and it won't work. So yeah, that sucks. Okay, so let's see how we want to do this one. So I think maybe we'll do this one kind of like I did the other one. So this is why I love my HP, because it prints borderless. I'm hoping to buy me another one here soon, because I love the fact that it prints borderless, and my Epson Eco Tank does not. I think it's like the 4700. So the first thing we're going to do is turn that over, and we will go ahead and glue this down. And this is going to be that little side tuck. But turning that over is going to strengthen that edge where you're putting things in and out, right? So this part right here will be just a little tuck on one side. So we'll go, we don't need it too deep. We'll go about right there. That's pretty. Isn't that pretty? So that's going to be our little tuck spot on one side of the page. And this back page is going to be our pocket. So we're going to take this and bring it. You know what I think I'm going to do first? Is bring that back over and go ahead and distress that. Because some of that's going to be showing. And on the example that I did, that's why I put the washi down through there, is because you could see all the white. So I'm hoping if I distress this first, we can get this pocket closed up a little bit closer to that, right? Okay. So that's going to be our side tuck. Now this part is going to be our like flip out pocket. And I'm going to go just about to that, because this right here is going to be over our page. So we'll do it like that. And that's really a good size pocket. Let's measure that and see. Yeah, that's like about 3 7/8, I believe. So almost 3 3/4. So that'll more than handle a 3-inch tag, I believe, even after, or 3.5-inch tag, even after we glue it. So this is going to be our front. So I know I want a thumb notch in this part. So I'll just grab this one because it's the closest thing to me. Try and go about halfway. That one didn't want to punch through that paper very well, but it got it. And then before we close this up, I want to do some distressing. It's the other one I forgot till afterwards, and it was a little bit hard to do that. And I love how this distresses on this linen paper. It was just some vintage, I believe, that I had in my stash. I need to possibly look into ordering some. Now this one, do I want a thumb notch? I think I do, but I think I want a bigger one. So we're going to go with this big punch. And see if we can get that about in the middle there. Oh yeah, that'll look really good. Alright, so let's go ahead and distress around this. Yeah, that little bit of distressing. Yeah, see, speech is an issue for me today, apparently. Yeah, who knows? I couldn't get myself going all morning. Now, I do think that I want that on a coffee dyed sheet. Gosh, this smells so good. Oh, Emily, what do you put in it? Is it a coffee? Is it a flavored coffee? What is it? Because it smells so good. Okay, so see, this is going to go on there like that. Now, do I want it full page? That was the question I was going to ask myself. And it does seem, because paper does shrink. And then that's going to flip out. Paper does shrink when you... So I think I'm going to take ever so slight amount off of the bottom, because before I glue anything, because I do not want to take it off the top. Although I think I'll take enough. Look, there's a little word. I will keep that. Crazy, I know, but I will. So now let's do a little bit more distressing here and here and here since we cut that off. Okay, now let's see how, and you could do it on either side of the page that you want. See, do we want it like that? Now see how I have a little bit of space here. We can go about there is going to give us about the same amount on either side. So before we glue that down, let's go ahead and close our pocket. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So to close our pocket, we're going to go down the side here. Just a thin line, trying not to get over too far, but my hand's not very steady. My incision site's giving me problems. I'm not sure what's up with that, but it has been excruciating when it's barely touched at all. I tried massaging it, and that was excruciating in itself. So do we want to go here on this one? I think so. I think I do. So I'm going to get it on there where I want it. Up just a tad. I'm thinking right there is going to do it. Just want to make sure it's all the way over. Yep, right there. Because I'm trying to butt it up to here, but you know, this paper does shrink and loses its, what's the word you want to, like its shape somewhat. So here we're just going to go down this side and then down this side. Anyway, it shrinks and then it loses its shape as well. So it, you know, may not be exactly even once it's been wet and then dried. Okay, see, hand, hold on to it now. Okay, so here's this one. So now we have a tuck spot here. You flip it open, and we have a pocket there, and I meant to turn that down. That was the other thing I was going to do, was turn down the top, because now, which I could fix that white with some distress. I'm not worried about that. But that would have also made it sturdier. And you know what? That's coming up like that. So we may lose whatever's in there. So my silly goose probably should have went down through here. So we're just going to do ever so light bead of glue right down through there to try to hold that paper down. Trying to get ahead of myself here. It is afternoon, not really late yet, but I just could not get myself going today. We just wasn't happening. Okay, washi tape. Washi tape, washi tape, washi tape. I didn't get out a lot of my washi tape, but I do keep some over here with me. And this right here is kind of vintagey. Yes, I keep a little bit hanging on my cart over here, rolly cart. But most of it is put up. I did get out some Amity Bloom. I didn't say that. Washi tape that I'm using. I am filming this way ahead of time. So this is for what, February? She had said she was going to come out. Oh man, never mind. We're going to leave it there. You know what we're going to do is put down some of this. I hadn't saw washi tape do that before, but that's okay. I was going to try and straighten it out because it looked crooked. It's going in a slant, but we're just going to leave it like that. There we go. And then we still got this piece of washi we will definitely use. So there's our washi on that one. And then why don't we just put this one down here. However, I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on it. See, it was already out. It's got fabric and strings and everything else that's done attached to it. What did I drop in the floor? I heard something. who knows? Anyway, we're not going to waste this piece. We'll just throw a little bit of glue on there, and I think that'll be fine. Once the video's over with, I'll figure out what I threw in the floor over there. Okay. So now we got that piece down. So now we have our washi tape. Hence, hashtag Crazy Washi Wednesday. Okay, isn't that cute? I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to do nothing over that because this is simply perfection, right? Okay. Excuse me. That one goes there. Now, I had gotten this one out to do another one. So, let's go ahead. Let's just do it. Okay. So, we're going to turn that over just a little bit. Just to hope that's straight. It looks very crooked, but that's okay. Yeah, my hand's not working at all. Okay, so that's going to go there. And then our top. Let's go ahead and fold our top down before I forget. That's why I didn't have to cut that other piece of paper any off of it, was because I folded this down. And that pretty much, to me, makes it the perfect shape or height for your journal. So we turn that down. Now what I'm going to do is take out this little bitty square right here. On that corner right there. Just take that out. And then this, we're going to glue it down. And then we'll glue that one down. But I think we need to, because that's kind of catching right there. There we go. Ever so little bit. And on this, I'm actually using the art glitter glue to glue it down. One, because it is, oops, hello, table. It is stronger than the Oohoo stick. But when this dries, it's a lot stronger as well. So, it gives this more oomph. Especially when putting things in and out of your journal. Out of that pocket. So now we'll do this edge here. Same thing. That's going to be a side tuck. So you're putting things in and out. So that'll make that a lot stronger. Boy, I'm decided. I'm so glad I decided to do this because, yeah, I wasn't having a good day at all. And now I'm feeling better already. This is why, you know, crafting is really, so we're not going to make this too wide over here. So let's go ahead and see about how much I turned that over. 2.5 inches. Just barely. And that right there, I turned it over about 1/2 inch. Yeah, both of them right at 1/2 inch. So just take your full piece of paper, 1/2 inch down, cut out the corner, glue it down. This side, 1/2 inch over, glue it down. Then we're going to turn that over this way, and that's going to be our little side tuck. Oh, I should have did it the other way, but that's okay. Because you could do one way and one the other way. And you will be able to, I'm just going to do this, make it easier to see this again when I do that other folding over. Okay. So, there we go. So, 1/2 inch down, 1/2 inch over, 2 inches over, right? We'll do a little thumb notch here for our little side tuck. And then here comes our pocket. So, I'll go just about to that fold in that. And then just fold that down. Give that a quick squisharoo. So now this is going to be our pocket. So now when I thumb notch it out, you're going to see this and not the white paper. Like we did on the other one because I completely forgot. So I will just try and get it in the middle. And I just want a small piece. Right? Oops. Okay. So see, there it is. And then on this side tuck, I want to do the same thing. Just a small divot there. There we go. Good, good, good. And now we will do our distressing. I like to do that actually before, I glue anything down, especially so that you can get these divots and stuff really good. Just putting a little bit on there. Again, that is so pretty on that. Let's go ahead and get this edge here. Yep, I really love how this does on this paper. It just shows up and looks so good. It makes it look, aged, which is really nice. So that's going to get glued down. That'll be our pocket. So we will see the back. So, and you can decorate these up any way you want to. I'm just concentrating more so on, making the prompt project and then, getting our washi on there. Awesome. Okay. So now it's time to glue this down. So again, we will go across the bottom here and then up this side. There we go. And that goes in there. And then that goes right there. And then we'll give it a little squishy squish. Oh, that's so cute. I definitely want this on coffee dyed. For sure. Love Emily's papers. I just cannot say that enough. Because I don't have time to coffee dye. And I'll be honest with you, mine never would look this good anyway. I don't have the patience for it. Okay, so see now how much room we have at the top and the bottom because we turned that up. So let's try and get it about even-ish space at the top and the bottom. And I think that right there is going to do it. Yep. And then hold this here. And then just glue across the top. Now we're going to go down this edge, which we did not do on the other one, and then that was gapping open. And then up this side. Getting glue everywhere. Yeah, I was having a really rough day. I am filming this in December, so yesterday we actually got some really bad news. We lost a wonderful friend to cancer, and yeah, my husband and I were supposed to have the day off together. I know it's February when you're seeing this, but it's December when I'm filming. I don't know what it felt like was in there. And so, yeah, it's not even Christmas yet, but we were supposed to go and, okay, so now we need some washi tape here. I think I'm just going to do this one. And finish up our Christmas shopping. And then last minute, he ended up having to go to work this morning and work a half a day. And then he's gone to see his mom. And I think he just left there. And now he's on his way to the bank, run a few errands. And then he will be home. But, yeah. So we didn't get a day together. Typical in our world, the way that we work. So that will go there, and that will go there, I think. Yep, just to cover that up a little bit. I like that. That's crooked as all get out, but who cares? Okay, so there's another one. So we have our tuck here, and then we have our pocket there. Yeah. There's another page. Awesome. I love it. Okay. What was another idea that I had? Oh, let's do that one that Gail did. And I'm going to do it out of this Tim Holtz. So this one here, I cut mine. Like I said, she was just flipping through and showed something. This is 6.5. 6.5. Half of that is going to be 3.25, right? Half of 6.5 is 3.25. Yeah, poor brain. So that's going to be 3.25 would be half. And it's going to be on different sides of a paper, so if you don't get it exactly half, it's not going to matter either way. And I actually think I want it going this way, because I like this. Tim Holtz is the only yellow I like. Let's just go ahead and set that up. Okay, I may have to get out the prototype on that. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Okay, this right here is made out of one of Rachel at Roxy Creations, like silverware bag things from Italy. Okay, so it's not that one. It was that. I'm going to have to put some glue on that. It was this one. Okay, so let's leave this one out for reference. So this part is this part. Oh, I did that one at 7, but we're going to go ahead and figure out how to use this one, even if we have to make a smaller card for it. So yeah, there's the prototypes. So, first thing I'm going to do is round all 4 corners with my crocodile, and I'm going to do it on the 1/4. This one I believe was on the 1/2. Make those a little bit smaller. Okay, so here is that piece, right? Yeah, so there's that piece. So on this back side over here, we want a thumb notch. So this one's a little bit smaller, so I'll just use this smaller one here, and that's touching that place on my hand, and that just hurt like a dickens. Okay, so there's that. So we got that right. So now we need is a small pocket to go on here. Like I said, this one, I know this was 7 because my memory's coming back to me that I wanted it longer than I had originally thought. Yep, that's a 7. Yep, that was 7, and this one's a 6. So the pocket was 3.5. So I guess we can make the pocket 3, and then it's still going to hold a tag that's 2.75 or 2 3/4. Ever how you want to say it, it doesn't matter. Okay, so there's that. Now, what paper do we want to use to make the pocket? I do have somewhere. I'm looking around. I do have some scraps. Yep, here's the scrappage. And I know I have... Okay, that's scrap vellum. We want... No, I'm going to need something a little bit bigger. Yeah, because I need it to close completely up. So let's see if we can get it out of these. Yeah, I was throwing like vellum scraps in scrapbook paper scraps, and then I ended up throwing regular paper in there. Leave it to me, right? Okay, so this pocket, we could go this way. And we could actually still make it this big. Well, we would have to go in. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm thinking too hard. I'm going to hurt my brain. Okay, let's do it right there. Right. Hold the phone. Let's see. Ha, pocket. We're going to do this. We're just going to do this, guys. Just fold that little piece in half. Now, that would have looked pretty because of the yellow, but that's okay. Let's give that a good squishity squish. And then this is going to be the pocket. So, I think I do want to round the corners here. Just do them all at one time. And then put a thumb notch through both. There we go. Just like that. And then we'll just close that up here and here. And then we'll glue it, or we can glue it, straight on there. We could come out some so it passes it. And then you can see a little bit more of this pocket in there. But you know what? We could make a skinny belly band. Okay, so how would I... So that means I would just glue here and here. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. What am I looking for? Okay, we don't need those scrappages. Lord, I done got all excited and just flinging my mat everywhere. Okay, so we'll go right here because this is my front side. We're not going to see my back side, so not much worried about it, but I do want to get the inside right here. Okay, so now we have that down. Let's go ahead and give this some doom-de-doom. Since we have it out. That's cool beanie weenies. Okay. Okay, we got that. So this is our upside. We're going to go about there and let it come over farther. So let's glue this. Oops, did I hit you guys? We're going to glue this here. Ugh, got it on there. Of course you did, Lori. Here and here. And fold that over. Squishity squish. Get it off my mat because I just cleaned it this morning and swept up a little bit. Not a lot. Don't get excited. Not a lot. Okay, so now if we put this on here, we could put glue here and here, and then it would also be a belly band. Yeah, let's do that. So let's, oh good, we got a red line. So for this, we're going to do down this red line here. Straight down it, hopefully. Straight down there. And then straight down on this side. And it's going to be a really small belly band, but it will hold like a tall, skinny something. There we go. That's going to be glued down, so I'm not worried about the back side. And then I was going to see if I had something skinny enough to stick in there and show you guys. Oh yeah, look, see, we have a belly band. Or you could just do that. I mean, that's tight enough for that to stay in there. You could put one there and then do one upwards this way and have a tag here and a tag there, or something long enough to go all the way and stick out. And then, too, guys, we have our pocket right here. There's that pocket. See? This will be glued down. That'll be glued down. Okay. Let's grab a page and get that one glued. Excuse me, glued down. So we're just folding our page like it's going in a journal. And then let's do it on this side. Because the other one we did it on the other side. So I want about the same amount of room up top and down bottom. And then I'm not going to worry about gluing down through here since it's going to be glued on the other side. I didn't do so well with that glue, but it is what it is. Okay, and then we turn it over and we glue just down this side. Oops. Crazy with the glue today. And down this side. Right, so now we have the tuck spot over here. I glue all over my, oh man, see, I can't, my hand just stops. It's like, nope, not doing anything. Don't feel like it, not up to it. So now on here, guys, we have our tuck back here. We have the pocket here. And now my husband must be home, I apologize. And then we have the belly band there that actually goes all the way through. That's pretty neat. Okay, so now, oh, let's glue that down. Why don't we do that? Okay, there we go. Get glue on everything else, but we got it glued down. Okay, so now, okay, we just used that as an example. So now I think since this has the yellow in it, I'm just going to go in here with some polka dot washi. How about that? Oh, there we go. Oh, that looks so good with that, doesn't it? Can you guys see that? My light bulb over here blowed, so I had to... There we go. So I had to get still a light bulb from another spot, and it's not bright enough. Hey, baby. I'll be done in a minute. Love you.
Love you.
Okay, sorry about that. Yep, it was him. He's home. So now we got this side. We've already used washi, so we really don't have to use any more washi. But I think we will, by golly. I think we will put a little bit of this. And I think I just turned that up. So let me cut this. I like that this is striped too. It makes it really easy to cut it. Straight-ish still. And let's cut about there. And this is not very sticky. So we'll just run that through a little bit of glue. Now we got glue on both sides of it, but that's all right. That little piece. Oh. Little pieces all over my hand. Put that there. And let me try to get all of this off. So I got glue and washi tape. Nice combination. Squishity squish that down a little bit. Turn it over. Let's go down that. There we go. Awesome. So now we got the tuck spot. We got a pocket. It's over the page. We got our washi. Yum, yum. Okay, one more. What was the other one I was going to do? Well, let me grab. Because I forgot to grab one. Sorry about that. But this is Rachel at Roxy Creations, like silverware type bags. And funny enough, I guess no one over there uses the napkin. The napkin's still inside. But those will be fun to play with. So this is glued down. So now I'm going to glue this part here down where that little opening is. Right here. I'm just going to glue that right in there. Get that down. And then this flappity flap 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 here, we're going to shoot some glue up in here. Maybe. And get it glued down. We're going to cover that. But, oh man, that's not wanting to come out. Yeah, just enough to get it down, because again, we are going to be covering this. Okay, so we got that down. Let me do a little bit of maintenance here. I don't know, you do that and you get glue everywhere, yet it doesn't want to come out. I don't understand that. So just a dry baby wipe. Okay, who knows? So now we'll put that back on there. Okay, so now all we're going to do with this is fold it up halfway there. And we're going to give this a squishity squish. Now, this is going to go over the top of the page. So I want it to be a side pocket. So I need to cut off one side. I think this time, the other side I cut off this side and the little pocket was there. But this time I think I will open up the opposite side. So let's go ahead and get this in here and cut off the tiniest of slivers just to open it up. See how tiny that is? But the only purpose is to get this right here open so that it now becomes pockets. See that? Okay. So now we want to cover it. Nope, it's going to go this way because we want our pocket on the left side of this one. So we'll cover this. We'll turn it over this way and cover that because it's going over the page. So right side up, right side up. And then the inside on the other one, I just covered this with, which you don't have to cover it at all. I just covered it because of this seam right here. But you could write directly on this one. So I think on this one, we're just going to leave it just the way that it is because, you know, so it's more natural look. So what we need now is the papers to cover this with. And I don't think any of these scraps are big enough. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Now, we could piece this together. That doesn't quite go. So let's turn it this way. It actually does not have to go all the way to the edges. No, I want it to go all the way to the edges. So why don't we, you know what, we might make this a pocket. Now that I'm putting that on there, and it's okay that that doesn't exactly match. I'm going to try to cut this along that line right there, or just above it. That way we have another little scrap. Then we could put this on there like a so. And then this one, I think we could put it on as a pocket. Wouldn't that look cute? Yeah, and we got enough room to turn that edge under some. Just a hair. Like that. Just to make that a little bit straighter. And then there's your pocket. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Okay. So now this part we will glue that down since stuff's going to be coming in and out of it. Make it stronger. Okay, so we'll want to put this piece down first and then put this piece down as a pocket. And you know what I actually could do is do that like that, right? Mark this and cut this little bit off over here. Let's get the small cutter. That way you got, oh, that's not a small cutter. Oh, there it is. I covered it up with a sheet of paper. That way this will match that and it's not off. I think it's about there. Okay, so this one will go down first. Trying to get about the same. And then this one will go on. Yeah, see how that lines up? I like that a lot better. Now, what I do think I'm going to do is not that one because I think it's too big for this itty bitty thing. Let's go with this. And go ahead and round all four corners on this one. And then the two top corners on this one because you won't see the bottom two. Yeah, that's going to be good, I think. Oh, yeah, I think that's awesome. But let's distress. Let's go ahead and get that done. So, I'm going to go ahead and distress this. Now, you can't see it. It's so subtle. Well, I mean, you can see it, but it is really very subtle against this craft-covered silverware napkin holder, whatever it is she calls them. I need to use these anyway because I bought so many. But I figured at the time while I was paying the shipping, I might as well go ahead and just get it. As many packs as I could at the time. Okay, so this is going to go up top here, about like that, right? And then this will go here at the bottom, and we'll line that up, and that's going to be a little pocket. Yeah, so this we only want on the edges, but we want to do this first, and it goes all the way down. So my glasses are falling off my face. So let's go ahead and do this. And hopefully I could get it on there where I want it and straight. There we go. Good job. And then we'll just line the other one up to it. But since this is going to be a pocket, we're going down this side, across the bottom, and then back up that side. Get that. There we go. Awesome. Oh, that looks good. I like that. And now we have a little pocket. Okay, so we're going to turn it over this way because we want to do the other side. Excuse me. So let's see. That would definitely fit there. And I think on this side, we'll just cover the side. So we'll turn this over and give that a little mark. Get out our little cutter, cut that. Oh, I think it needs a little bit more off of it, but we're going to take it off the bottom. I don't want to lose that rosebud there. Yep, that fits perfect. Excuse the reach. And we're going to grab these and round the four corners. And then maybe I will just get a piece of that book page and lay it over the top. Or do we want to go on this side? See if we do book page, it's going to cover up some of that. So let me see what we have in here by way of, let's see, that would be oriented the correct way. Or maybe I want it under. No, I kind of like that torn look on the top. Okay. So we can, why don't we turn it around this way? That's the straighter edge. Let's do that. And then we slide this underneath. Yeah, and then we could just cut that off. Okay. So, thank you, scraps. Always thank your scraps. They are good to us. Okay. I'll put that back over there. Let's just do some distressing around that. And then just a little bit on the top and the sides because we're going to be cutting the bottom off. Maybe I'll go ahead and tear the bottom off. That way it's got some distressing on it. So let's see where we need it. I think about like that. There we go. Yep. And then some distressing on that. Awesome. Alrighty. So now we will put this piece on there. Yep, there's our open side. Which is good because our open side is going to be closer to this thicker paper. Because this linen paper, I don't know what poundage it is, but it is certainly thicker than that antique book page. Got the dictionary. Okay. Now, I think on that one, I'm going to do glue stick. On it, and then we will pick out our washi tape. Okay. Good, good, good. Do that there. Oh yeah, love that. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that. So there's that. So this side has a pocket on it. It goes over the page, which we'll put it on there this way on that side of the page. And then on this side, we have that. Okay, washi. And then we're going to call this a video. Sorry it ended up being so long. Okay, so what washi do we want? I think that right there. Yeah, that looks good. Now on this side, just go here. Ta-da! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I like it. Okay, let me get my washi tape out of the way. Oh, come on. Okay, so now we will find a coffee dye. No, I think that one I'm going to go with the avocado dye on this one. Okay, and then we get a rested paper clip. And then this one has our pocket here. I'm going to leave that, but you can cover this like I did that other one with the, what am I saying? With coffee dyed paper. So we have that. We have a little pocket here on this side. And then you're going to have a pocket here. You take it off. You can write on the inside. And then here we have a pocket here, I think. I thought we did. Where's my pocket? There it is. Sorry. Pocket here. And then we have that. Awesome. All right, guys. Let's put some things away. And then we will kind of go over what all we did today. Try to do just a little bit of cleaning up here. All right, so what we did, again, this is my hashtag Crazy Washi Wednesday 2026. So if you want to join in, I would really appreciate it. Just use the hashtag Crazy Washi Wednesday 2026. Videos and or pictures can be posted on the first Wednesday of every month. If you don't mind, tag me and put a link to my YouTube channel in your description box. And as always, at the end of every video, I will give you the prompt for the next month. And for March the 4th, it is going to be a playing card. So do anything you want to with a playing card of any age. It could be vintage, antique, or, you know, just some you bought yesterday at the Dollar Tree. But just do whatever you want to with a playing card for March 2026. And, yeah, just make sure you use at least one piece of washi. So this is what we have today. Over the page pocket, there's a pocket here. There's our washi. Flip it over, there's a pocket here, washi there, and a pocket on the side. So that's one page. So one thing I did go ahead and do in this video is we went ahead and attached all of our things to their pages. That way they are ready to go. Their page is already ready to go, and we decided to make that into a belly band. So we have that one, and then we have this one. We have a tuck there. And then we have a pocket here, a tuck back there. On this one, this was the prototype. And then this was one of the prototypes. This flips up. You have a pocket here. Turn it over. You got a side tuck there. Just that one. And then we have this one. Again, that flips open. You got a pocket there. Open it up here, and you have a pocket there. There's our washi. That is Amity Bloom washi. And then we have this one, which was the prototype. The only thing I did differently was I put a pocket on one side. Here's our washi there and there. And then on the inside, you can see where I put the coffee dyed paper, but you can still write on that, so you really don't have to. And then of course you have your pocket here and pocket here. So that just goes over the page, and then throw it on there with a paper clip. And then this one we did together today. So again, this flips open. There's our washi. Again, Amity Bloom. You have a pocket here. Oh my gosh, I love this linen paper. And you have a tuck there. So there's another pre-made, not paid. Okay, and then there's another flip out that we did together, pocket there. This is washi here. And then you turn it and you got that. That is so pretty. You got that there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pre-made pages ready to go. Yep, I didn't sit anywhere else. So that is it. Oh, that would be cute if you wanted to keep something private, wouldn't it? Could use that to actually close that up. We're going to leave it like that. There's another idea we might could grab a hold of and run with it. All right, guys, thank you all so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Again, the prompt project for next month is a playing card. So do whatever it is you would like to a playing card. Just make sure, sorry, doing a little house cleaning. Make sure to just use one piece of washi. Let's get up our little fun stuff there. And again, yes, I'm keeping that because I want those words. And there's some little design there on it as well. But yeah, I know, ridiculous. But we're going to put that in our book. All right, guys, thank you all so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Always have so much fun when we're able to get together. I just love it. And I hope you all know how much I appreciate your support. It really does mean a lot to me. Yes, I'm cleaning. And yeah, you guys will never know how much I appreciate it. Just, you know, was not doing well today, having a really rough time, and just spending this time with you guys has certainly turned my day around. So for that, I sincerely appreciate it and love you guys. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.